When I was about 9 years old, I was almost abducted from my own home, right in my front yard. From that experience, I developed a lot of fear, anxiety, and was really trying to find anything and everything that would try to replace that fear, numb that fear. And so I began clubbing and partying and trying to numb this fear that I had for many years, but nothing seemed to take it out. I went to university and I took a public speaking class, and it was here where I was trying to develop to get rid of this fear that I had. But during this time of my first semester here in public university, I received an invitation that really would remove that fear permanently in my life. A young man that I went to high school with gave me a flyer, and he said, listen, there's going to be a rap artist speaking at this church, and you really need to go. It's going to be powerful. And I thought, well, rap artist, cool. I've never heard a rapper rap in church. This is something that's going to be unusual and interesting and probably fun. And so I decided to give it a shot, not knowing that he really said an ex-rap artist. I remember going to the church on March 5th, 2007. And right before I entered the church doors, I remember I said a quick prayer. God, if you are real, I need you to speak to me now. I remember he quickly said, it doesn't matter what your reputation is. It doesn't even matter how far you've gone. God's grace is sufficient, and he wants you and desires you right now. And I remember tears started streaming down my face. It was as if this preacher was reading my heart, my mind. And so I remember running to the front end on March 5th, 2007. I ended up giving my life over to the Lord Jesus, and it's been the best and greatest decision of my life. And from that day, someone plugged me in with an individual that was giving Bible studies in the community. And it grew me, and it was answering questions about God, and little by little, this fear that plagued my life for so long was being removed. Finally, for the first point in my life, I was feeling like I had a purpose, like I had a mission, like I felt loved, and I really had a life worth living now. Well, here I am, halfway through my first semester of college. And I remember the professor was going through the audience, through the classmates, and asking each individual what they would like to speak on this persuasive speech that each and every one of us needed to do. Finally, it got to me, and all I could think about was Jesus. And I said, I would like to speak. I would like to convince. I would like to persuade you guys that the love of God is real. Everyone was talking, but when they heard me say that, everyone turned around. I was in the back of the classroom. They began to look at me with strange looks. And the professor even said, what are you going to speak about? And I said, I would like to persuade you all that the love of God is real. A couple weeks later, I was giving that 8-minute persuasive speech, and at the end of the 8-minute persuasive speech, I remember there was my fellow classmates that were crying. There was a Buddhist man right in the front row on my left. I remember still like it was yesterday. And he came up to me at the end. He said, David, I never heard of this Jesus that you've spoken of, but it seems like he has transformed your life and given you a purpose. I would like to get to know this Jesus as well. God has helped me get victory over the fears of my life, over the doubt, over feeling like I'm worthless. It's been a privilege to be able to share that same message of hope and love to those that have been plagued with fear, those that had drug abuse in their life, those who have felt like giving up in life. It's been such a privilege to be able to share the gospel and tell others that just like I, who once was lost, once was plagued with fear, has found courage and purpose in Jesus Christ. I am a steward because God is my purpose, peace, and power.